New Haven County. Whether you love it or hate it, New Haven County is an icon in Roblox gaming. And if you've played it, at some point you've encountered one of the many claims that gives Mayflower its notorious track record. And this is what I want to talk about. The rise and fall of New Haven County. To first understand what I want to talk about, you need to know what New Haven County is. New Haven County, which is better referred to as NHC, is a part of the state of Mayflower, a group within Roblox with over 56,000 members, which was created in late 2017. New Haven County really defined the genre of Roblox city roleplays, primarily known for its cops and robbers-esque style, taking place on a large state-sized map with multiple townships and lots of open space to explore. New Haven County gives you the opportunity to endeavour in different employment options, but focuses on law enforcement. You're either a cop or a citizen, and whether you decide to break those laws put in place is your choice. No game had ever executed this idea as well as Mayflower. New models, new GUIs, it was fresh, and what the genre needed. And because of this, the game boomed in popularity, building the biggest player base for any state city game ever in Roblox history. Which leads me on to 2018.
I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. So good, so good. I got you. Oh, I feel nice.
New Haven County in 2018 was a gem. People were truly in love with this game, and so was I. The ability to do whatever you wanted, the freedom the game presented. It was everything anyone had ever wanted out of a city-style game. This interest led to a lot of YouTubers playing the game, wanting a slice of the action for themselves. But with any big game that becomes popular, a moderation system was implemented, which was fine at the time. The focus was on exploiting and or glitching, simple things that were necessary to be taken care of. Everyone was fine with this, and it really presented itself to be a bonus for the community. For almost a whole year, the game went undisrupted. People were happy with the game's state and wanted nothing more. And with 2019 fast approaching, people were anxious to see what the game would offer. New content, new updates, and more fun. So, in one word, how would you describe New Haven County at the beginning of 2019?
Fun.
Decent.
Good.
Amazing.
Enjoyable.
Playable.
Based off that, how would you describe New Haven County at the end of 2019?
Trash.
Hell.
Ruined.
Terrible.
Careless.
Unplayable.
How do you feel about the New Haven County moderation system?
To be very honest with you, it was alright. Like, the main focus of them was to ban exploiters, glitchers, and all that shit. Till, like, into end 2019, where Dathy and Frostbleed came into place and everything started to go corrupt. I don't know, man. Kind of seems like...
What did you hate about some of these moderators?
What did I hate? Well, let me just tell you something. About the moderators. So first off, you know how you like get banned, right? For a valid reason, right? And you try to have a conversation. No. Let's just say like this. Imagine if you get false banned, right? And I'm trying to go to a moderator and I'm trying to ask them why the fuck did they ban me for no reason. I'm trying to get the reason. they just or either straight up ignore you or they tell you to appeal it. What do you mean appeal it? How can I appeal something I don't even know what I've done yet? And then once they give you a reason and you appeal it, the appeal just get automatically declined where you give like a whole paragraph of you being fucking right, showing valid proof and all that. Nah, it's corrupt. It's trash.
Why do you think the game got to this stage? What do you think led the game to getting to this stage where there wasn't any care?
I think it was just like more of the people like starting to disagree with the mods systems and stuff. Like it was not even balanced no more. Cops just got everything, criminals don't.
Would you agree that the reason the game became so careless and was the fact that the updates became more focused on law enforcement and the care for people who did crime became less and less? Was it almost as if
absolutely
the game and the developers and moderators grew tired of the game, and then that led to carelessness, and that led to criminals and citizens being bored of not having anything to do, and it led to this all-out feud between positions, and that's why there wasn't any care for citizens or criminals, primarily criminals.
Yeah, I think you couldn't have said that any better. It's true.
Okay, thank you for your time though. I appreciate it.
Alright.
But these were just claims. But the same excuse was used every time that these are just claims. Sure, they're just claims. But don't you think there's some truth in it? Once so many people make the same claims, the same arguments, it doesn't give you a hint that there's something wrong? Or are they too afraid to admit it? So we decided to take a look. How far do you actually have to look to find these claims? It turns out, one quick look at the State of Mayflower group wall is enough. Bro, read the look at this. It's just people complaining. Look, this is fucked, and they don't care, look. This game is a shadow of its former self. I've been waiting that long for like a month, plus all my appeals keep getting denied. You aren't gonna get accepted back in, they never read the appeals even if you were genuine in it. Bro, how do I get unbanned from the disc? This game is so unfair. Cops should get karma. Hello, please someone help me, I want to be... Can I get unbanned? I've been banned for over 2 months for AFK farming. It's not some cops grab gun from the armory for free. Yes, but in the middle of gunfight I lose my gun, cops should get karma too. Plus when I kill cops they get salty, will cry over it and accuse me of aimbotting with the Delino Defender. They have R21s and can't get a single shot on target. Eric's absolutely right, they didn't bother to read mine. I guess I'll spend my game cash on an R21 and I'll spray them every day. This will get me notices, they'll be salty and triggered. 140 records and banned. I'm about to do the impossible unban. Like, the front page of their wall is just people complaining.
Exactly.
Ban me. I guarantee these people aren't banned on purpose. I guarantee it. They got banned for some stupid reason. I mean, someone said they got banned for AFK. That's what I got banned for. I got banned for AFK farming on an alt by Frostbleed. And then he fucking, what? I confronted him in my main Discord because I didn't care anymore. I confronted him on my main Discord. What? If I was exploiting on an alt, why would I confront him on my main Discord? That makes no fucking sense.
Exactly that.
I
get banned 9 times for aimbot, then I fucking send them proof in every appeal, and they just ignore it or deny it.
I am banned from the disc permanently for saying it. Okay. Oh mate, you deserved it. I can't be AFK in a game and come back to see a box saying that I'm banned. I guarantee he got banned for exploiting, and I guarantee it was fucking Frostbleed, because that's all he does. I'm pretty sure moderators have a quota they have to hit every fucking day. Or like they have a quota like you must ban this many people or you're inactive or some shit. And the way he gets around it is he fucking bans AFK people in the middle of the night.
Yeah, for real.
And that's, you know, why would he wouldn't do it for no reason unless he's a spiteful fucking dickhead. Which, I mean, no comment, but you know. Like, look, it's just people complaining. This game is honestly a waste of time, and it honestly makes me break down sometimes. There are way better opportunities. I'm glad I left Mayflower. I'm glad I got banned. If I didn't, I'd probably be playing this game still. Now I'm leading the British Army War Group and have the time of my life. Mayflower is a terrible and I don't see it recovering. Well fucking said, because it's fucking true. Honestly, you have no ideas how many times I've been banned for false and stupid things. I got banned from the disc for calling Shadow cat fat. I got false banned for gun dealing with Robux. Shortly unbanned. This is why I quit the game. These mods are corrupt and don't care about anyone but themselves. This Mayflower community is terrible and I don't see it getting any better. Honestly, we look like fools in front of Firestone. Shame of these mods. It's completely right. Like,
True.
do they not know that everyone's having the same issue? I released a video talking about it. Literally banned for the same thing as 9 out of 10 people complaining on the fucking wall. AFK farming and getting banned for some bullshit. Because I got banned like 20 fucking times, and every single time I got unbanned, and I guarantee 10 of those fucking times were Frostbleed, which they fucking were. He banned me for aimbotting, being an alt of this guy, that guy. Why the fuck would I have an alt and play on it constantly from 2017? My main is not on alt.
No, you know?
Everything was fucked up after Harry left. The second Harry left, everything was
Exactly. They don't see how shitty the game is because they don't even play it.
It's literally, if you are a criminal in this game, you get profiled by the moderation system. And that's that. The second you do crime, and you do it for more than 3 days in a row, and the cops go, oh fuck this guy, you fucking killed me, mate. Then the second they do that, you're like fucking put on this targeting list where the moderation system, all it takes is to say, oh mate, this guy's aimbotting. And I was fucking told that by, yeah, RipRed commented on one of my videos and said when he was on a cop-out, that's all it took was you to say their name. And it's true. So many times I got banned for aimbotting. It's mad.
Exactly.
Man, all the clips, all the videos, if you look back at all my old videos, there's literally cops calling me aimbotter. And if I wasn't recording those, I'd be perm banned from them. I'd be perm banned. There's one where I was fighting 2 MSP, and one of them at the very end of the video said I'm aimbotting. I got banned for that. Because he was with US Army 30.
Yeah, of course.
The second I put the video up, it's fucked.
I know.
I don't know. Please, like, I'm not just complaining to say, oh fuck Mayflower. We just want change. We just want to be able to play the game we loved.
For real.
So many people fucking fell in love with this game, and it's like, you fell in love with the Roblox game. Oh, you're so weird. You're so sad. Well, if you've fucking been playing it since 2017, I'm pretty sure if you play anything for that long, you fall in fucking love with it.
Exactly.
You make so many friends in that time. Imagine the fucking new friends we'd have now. We could still play the game. How many people there are that it fucking ruins it, because that game, genuinely, that game's a part of my childhood. Like, I have lots of memories from that game and nostalgia.
Exactly.
It's so... we're complaining because we want change. We're not complaining to be a dickhead. Like, if this game just fixed the moderation system, it would be perfect. Oh, that's all I want. I'm not complaining to say, oh, fuck this game, it's so shit. Oh, fuck off, fuck this, fuck that. I just want it fixed. That's all. So I can go back to a game I love. No one cares. You just admit you're wrong and move on. People would respect the game so much more if they said, yeah, the moderation system was a bit fucked up. But you know what, we're moving on from it, and we're going to make this game 10 times better than this, and we're going to unban a lot of people, and we'll look into a lot of cases. But they don't fucking care, and nothing will fucking change unless someone takes action. But who's to blame? Why did the game get to this state? What allowed for this? Time after time, people say the reason the game died and the owners lost interest and moderators didn't care anymore was because Harry left. I believe this to be partially true. Because you can't forget, people have their own lives they have to deal with. So I don't blame E1 and Carl entirely. They were left with the strain of the whole game. I believe they care, but don't have the time they used to have. So they can't offer as much to the game they still love. So they rely on their moderators. But they're let down, and I don't think they realise that. Or realise their moderators are killing their game. But this wasn't enough, and I wanted to hear other people's opinions. Okay, so what did you think of the moderation system for NHC?
I mean, back in the day, it's always been like notoriously bad, but you know, it was at a point where it was actually decent, and then it just got to the part where it's just like absolute randoms that were not at all
like
worthy of the position of moderator.
Like when you emailed that
like,
good aim.
got the position. And there's not enough people on like the moderation team that know what they're talking about. Specifically, people that know what like aimbotting looks like. They just get randoms that don't know a single thing about moderating a game, and they're not good at it.
It's almost as if they don't care. There's no care.
Essentially, yes. There's no care put into who becomes a moderator now.
No, they just ban you and be done with it. Like, they won't even accept your appeal after, too.
The fact that they don't care about who becomes a moderator also leads to the moderators not caring. The fact that there's no care or emphasis behind the game to who gets in. These moderators don't care, and then it leads to sloppy work and them just trying to meet their quota and people falling to the wrath of the moderation system.
Yep. Sure. And I mean, then again, with like moderators that are active within law enforcement departments, they get grudges. They hold grudges against specific criminals, and they're going to try to compile evidence on said criminal on the most minor of slip-ups, and they're going to pile it up, and they're going to ban them until they get perm banned. And it's like people get
Like
innocently
FBI.
get hit. Yeah, people like hit lucky headshots from really far away, and then they just get perm banned because it's aimbot, because it's a headshot, and they think that they're better than people, just because they're an SOB, like Dabla, like him specifically. The things that he banned people for in the past, like with the aimbotting stuff, like that
Yeah, he
was
banned me
just.
for aimbot. I actually have a video. I'll link it.
I go in an alt, I buy a defender, I pop shot him, and I get banned. So.
Would you say that Doblo is one of the most prolific mods that false ban?
I mean, Dablo, his logic of being a moderator is, like, I always know it's kind of cool to become a moderator because, like, I'm not going to say he doesn't deserve it. That guy most definitely probably deserves it. He put a lot of effort into the community and really helps it out. But like,
there was a lot of stigma behind being a criminal, and that led to a lot of it just led to people being banned because of that stigma, and then people holding grudges. And it really fucked with people because people really enjoyed the game in early 2017, and it just
and with like Dablo, like he deserves a position, but I've had like, you know, Dablo was the person that was going against me getting unbanned, and he said I stole accounts. Whenever I asked him what account did I steal, he just ghosted me, never responded. And then he ended up just like, you know, he's saying I steal accounts, but he doesn't know what accounts I stole. No, I never stole an account. Like that was fake, as if it wasn't already obvious enough.
Frostbleed, I was banned 5 or 6 times.
Frostbleed is a big issue. He's like the major reasons. Like I left.
Falls back on that nobody cares. Nobody wants to look into it. No one wants to take that action against him because of the stigma on criminals. The second a criminal says, "Oh, Frostbleed's abusing," they don't care because of that stigma around criminals.
And even if you contact half the mods, they just block you. It's so crazy. I have so much proof. Like it's overwhelming.
If mods know that they're in the wrong, they're either going to say that they're in the right and block you, or they'll just not respond. That's what the mod select node is.
But there's always 2 sides to a story. It's all well getting the opinion of the people who feel they were wronged and want to speak up about a few issues regarding the moderation system. But I wanted to understand what the moderation system felt and finding some sort of common ground. So I went and reached out to a few moderators. I reached out to Willpen, no response. Zlat, no response. Wally, no response either. But amidst all this, TTEMB had told me he'd like to get involved, which I said, sure. But then, one of the craziest things happened. Something I wouldn't even think of occurring. Something so unimaginable, you wouldn't even think of it. TTEMB asked E1 for permission to feature in the documentary. I didn't expect E1 to say yes to TTEMB, let alone give one of the most unimaginable responses ever. TTEMB added me to a group chat with Ewan JK. But what Ewan said really will intrigue you. So how do you feel about the moderation system?
The NHC moderation system is effectively a scaled-up system of what we've used for our previous games. Prior to Mayflower, we dabbled in small groups ranging between 30-100 players, with high activity rates but small player bases. These were usually military police groups. With these groups we would have our small trusted group running moderation. We all know each other in real life. This forms the basis of the administration team for Mayflower today, with some extra parts strapped on. The moderation system is designed to be fair and equal, and in my opinion largely operates from the simple basis that playing NHC is a privilege and not a right. Therefore you are liable to be removed from the game at any time.
And how do you feel about the game's state?
We are happy with the state of the game when it is considered we balance the development of a non-profit game alongside ascertaining our degrees at university. We never develop too far to the point it inhibits our activities in real life.
And to finish it off, what do you think about a lot of the claims made against the game's state and the moderation system?
I refer back to my earlier point that playing Mayflower is a privilege and not a right. In addition to this, we can only perform to the best of our ability with moderation. This is not a career for us, nor do we intend it to be.
May I add, do you feel that at some points people have been maliciously wronged by the moderation system out of spite?
I wouldn't go as far as saying that, not from an admin perspective anyway. For somebody to be maliciously wrong to a level where spite can be considered, we would have had to have developed close relationships with these individuals. The only people we are closely associated with in a group are a very small circle, from which we have seen removals from the community on occasion. But no, spite does not exist.
I want to compare what E1 had to say to some of the biggest names in New Haven County's past. These people are by no means necessarily innocent, but they have a lot to say.
Okay. So, although E1 brings up some valid points in his response, I still think he's leaving out a lot, and I still somewhat think he's ignoring the fact that even though it's his close group of friends, they can be biased and opinionated in their duties. And in fact, I feel like this might be one of the major issues affecting why the moderation system has so many problems. And I could be interpreting this wrong, but I believe Ewan thinks his close circle of friends can do no wrong and would never abuse their stature to get away with certain things, like unjustified or spiteful bans, which we of course know isn't the case. And I can understand that Ewan and the other admins are quite preoccupied, with university and classes. However, I do still believe that a lot of the time action is used to happen against moderators when it needed to, and that is the administrator's responsibility to keep track and control of. So in reference to what Ewan said about spite being non-existent in the moderation team, I think that's completely false and can be easily proven by any criminal who has ever been profiled by the moderation team at some point. I've had moderators go out of their way to follow me into servers and wait for me to do something wrong, abuse their viewing commands to find warrant subjects, put actual research and hours into finding my alternate accounts, and many other situations. But at some point I do believe it becomes personal between the moderator and the individual, and I've seen it happen many times before. But either way, I'm super impressed that Ewan came out and actually spoke his point of view on the situation, and I think he'll be willing to work with us in the future to help better the game and the community as a whole. Something I'm really looking forward to, even as a band player. So yeah, that's what I have to say.
More hate and more negativity? Or do we need change? Because everybody knows there's an issue underlying this community, and there's only one way to fix it. And for the people who deny it, who are you really hurting? Your own ego or the community? Because before you know it, there may be no more community. People say they hope for the game to die, but who actually means it? People are frustrated and angry because they feel they aren't heard. All I want to do is voice people's opinions, because so many people have so much to say. And when a lot of people have so much to say, there's truth in it. But at the end of the day, there's only a select few people who can make this happen. And this is only the start.